This is a film that was banned for 25 years. Back then, Zhang Yimou could be said to have poured a great deal of effort and passion into this work. But in the end, because some scenes were considered too bold, the film was not approved for release in mainland China and could only be shown in Japan. Unexpectedly, after its release, the film created a huge stir. Not only was it nominated for the Palme d'Or, it was also nominated for an Oscar. People thought that this would finally allow it to be screened domestically, but in the end, it remained banned for another 25 years. So for men watching this film today, it feels like discovering a hidden treasure. The scenes are extremely intense, and Gong Li also sacrificed a lot for the role. Most importantly, the moral and ethical themes shown in this story are shocking to the extreme. The story begins with Zhang Yimou using written text to introduce the time and place, the 1920s, in a mountainous region of China. The scene changes. A man is leading a horse across a field. In the distance are dark black rooftops and pure white walls. This is the typical architecture of the Huizhou region. The houses, packed closely together, also symbolize a suffocating society bound tightly by feudal ethics and morality. At that time, this kind of enclosed architecture represented imprisonment. After that, the man enters the village and returns to a dye workshop. Through the dialogue, we learn that the man's name is Yang Tianqing. The old man speaking to him is named Yang Jinshan. They are both uncle and nephew, and master and servant. Yang Jinshan is Tianqing's uncle, and also his boss. But both of these relationships are very unusual. Seeing Tianqing return, Yang Jinshan immediately calls out the hired worker, pays him his wages, and tells him there is no need to come back in the future. When the worker goes inside to pack his things, he complains to Tianqing that there is too much work here but too little pay. He also tells Tianqing that Yang Jinshan has just married a new wife named Zhu Do, who is incredibly beautiful. He curses the old man, saying that the old man already drove his two previous wives to death. Early the next morning, Tianqing is woken up by Yang Jinshan's shouting and cursing. Unable to sleep while lying in bed, he gets up and goes outside to feed the livestock. At this moment, Zhu Do is bathing in the room next door. Tianqing hears the sound, looks through a small hole in the wooden wall, and begins secretly watching Zhu Do bathe. This is the first time Tianqing has ever seen a woman's body. Tianqing is an honest, simple man. How could he have ever seen something like this before? The moment he sees it, he can hardly control himself. The scene changes. Tianqing is working in the dye workshop. Yang Jinshan tells Tianqing to go upstairs and call Zhu Do down. Because of the shameful thing he did that morning, Tianqing feels a little embarrassed. He only calls out once from a distance, then leaves. Zhu Do also notices Tianqing's shyness and quietly smiles. Seeing Zhu Do come downstairs, Yang Jinshan says something like this: "I didn't spend money to buy you here just to serve you meals." From this line, we can see that in Yang Jinshan's eyes, Zhu Do is nothing more than a tool. As for what kind of tool she is, you will understand in a moment. Right after that, an old man pulls a cart of fabric over to ask Yang Jinshan to do some work. From their conversation, we learn more about Tianqing's background. It turns out that Tianqing lost both his parents when he was young. Yang Jinshan took him in out of neighborly kindness. But according to Yang Jinshan's logic, taking him in is one thing. If I raised you, then you have to work for me. So in Yang Jinshan's eyes, Tianqing is the cheapest labor he can get. This is also why, the moment Yang Jinshan sees Tianqing return, he immediately dismisses the temporary hired worker. Although the hired worker complains that Yang Jinshan pays too little, Tianqing is basically free labor. Just like Zhu Do, he is also a tool. And Zhu Do happens to overhear this conversation. After that, Zhu Do works upstairs while Tianqing secretly watches her from downstairs. Pay attention to this detail from Zhang Yimou. From Tianqing's point of view, sunlight is shining behind Zhu Do. This shows that, in Tianqing's heart, Zhu Do is like a ray of light that he could never touch, not even in his dreams. After Zhu Do discovers that Tianqing is secretly watching her, Tianqing becomes so nervous that he can't hold the dyeing tool properly, causing the roll of fabric to slip down. He is immediately scolded harshly by Yang Jinshan. After that, Tianqing goes down to the cellar to get dye, while Yang Jinshan, standing nearby, removes the saddle from the donkey and carries it upstairs. Tianqing reluctantly holds a stick and stirs the dye vat. The red gradually spreads into the yellow, which also suggests that Tianqing and Zhu Do are slowly moving closer to each other. The blending of the two colors also foreshadows their later resistance. That night, we finally learn what the donkey's saddle is used for. It turns out that Yang Jinshan is a pervert who tortures Zhu Do every night. He ties her hands with rope, beating and cursing her at the same time. The double happiness character on the wall becomes even more ironic in this moment. Tianqing hears Zhu Do's agonizing cries, so he walks to the foot of the stairs to check what is happening. Pay attention to two details here. First, the color of the frame at this moment is blue and somewhat dark. Zhang Yimou's intention is not only to show the stillness of the night, but also to show how this environment suppresses human nature. Second, Tianqing's position. From beginning to end, he never steps onto the stairs. This implies that the upper floor represents patriarchy, or male dominance. The next day, Ju-do, exhausted and worn out, walks out of the room carrying the donkey saddle. Tianqing, meanwhile, is sitting on the ground, trying to make the hole in the wooden wall a little bigger. But right at that moment, Ju-do walks in. Both of them are startled by each other. While both of them are feeling awkward and don't know what to do, Yang Jinshan loudly calls Tianqing to get back to work. Hearing this, Tianqing quickly tries to hide what he was really doing, then leaves in a panic. After Tianqing leaves, Ju-do also discovers the hole in the wooden wall. Curious, she looks through it and is shocked to see that it faces exactly where she bathes. She quickly stuffs the hole with straw to block it. Outside, Yang Jinshan is telling Tianqing what to pay attention to when delivering the goods. As soon as the task is assigned, Tianqing immediately returns and sees Ju-do helping him cover up the secret. This action from Ju-do is also a detail that foreshadows what will happen later. A few days later, Tianqing goes to a neighbor's house. On his way back, he runs into Ju-do. Seeing Ju-do carrying a basket, Tianqing quickly takes it from her. After that, the two talk as if nothing had ever happened. Tianqing asks about the wounds on Ju-do's body. Ju-do lies and says she fell. Of course, Tianqing knows the real reason. At this moment, Yang Jinshan's voice can be heard from a house not far away, shouting at a pig, "Listen to that. Is your life as miserable as a pig's? Isn't that exactly Ju-do's fate as well?" After that, the two return home one after the other. That night, Yang Jinshan continues to torture Ju-do again. Tianqing is furious. He grabs a pig slaughtering knife and is about to rush upstairs. In anger, Tianqing slashes the staircase with the knife. The sound startles Yang Jinshan upstairs. Hearing Yang Jinshan call down from above, Tianqing quickly backs away from the stairs. This action once again implies Tianqing's fear of Yang Jinshan. After that, Tianqing puts the pig slaughtering knife back where it was. The next morning, when Ju-do comes downstairs, she discovers the knife mark on the staircase. After seeing the pig slaughtering knife on the table, she immediately understands where the mark came from. After that, she quickly puts down the donkey's saddle and uses a piece of clothing hanging on the wooden wall to cover it. At this moment, Tianqing is in the room secretly watching Ju-do. After Ju-do puts down the donkey's saddle, she sees the hole in the wooden wall again. Knowing that Tianqing is peeping at her once more, she covers it with straw. However, after struggling with herself for a while, she pulls the straw away again. Then Ju-do goes to the bathroom. She reveals her body, covered in wounds, for Tianqing to see. After seeing it, Tianqing feels deeply pained, but he is powerless to do anything. A few days later, the two are working in the dye workshop. Ju-do suddenly comes over and says to Tianqing, "I'm telling you this now. Tell me, sooner or later, that old man is going to kill me. I can't go on living like this anymore. Just let that old man kill me. Don't stop me. I don't even want to live anymore." Ju-do pours out her suffering to Tianqing, saying that Yang Jinshan is ill and can't perform at night, so he tortures her instead. After hearing this, Tianqing says nothing. But what he does not expect is that heaven soon gives him a chance. The donkey in the dye workshop falls ill. Yang Jinshan becomes very worried and calls several people to carry the donkey out to see a doctor. Just like that, only two people are left in the dye workshop, Ju-do and Tianqing. At dinner time, Ju-do gives Tianqing a signal. After the meal, Ju-do sees Tianqing standing at the foot of the stairs. She thinks he will come upstairs, but unexpectedly, Tianqing turns and leaves. So Ju-do takes the initiative and goes to Tianqing's door, planning to enter. But to her surprise, Tianqing has locked the door from the inside. The next day, while the two are eating together, Ju-do takes the initiative and moves closer to Tianqing, teasing him again and again. "Look at this. Is it still new?" At first, Tianqing still resists. But when Ju-do says that she has kept this body for him, he can no longer hold himself back. As the strips of red cloth fall into the dye vat, the two finally break through the boundary of abstinence. The desire that had been suppressed in their hearts finally breaks through morality and ethics. Time passes quickly, and Ju-do becomes pregnant. Yang Jinshan naively believes that the child is his. Some time later, Ju-do gives birth to a baby boy. Both Yang Jinshan and Tianqing are overjoyed. After that, the elders of the Yang family gather to give the child a name. What is ridiculous is that this child is actually of the same generation as Tianqing. His name is Yang Tianbai. Tianqing, Tianbai, the names imply that a person should live and act with purity and integrity. The scene changes. Yang Jinshan is carrying gifts, preparing to visit the doctor to express his thanks, when he sees the toy Tianqing made for the child. Both of them are filled with joy. After Yang Jinshan leaves, Tianqing enters the room to visit his own son, and also takes the chance to release the desire in his heart. Just as the two are lying in bed, being intimate, they suddenly hear a frightening noise. Both of them are terrified, thinking that Yang Jinshan has returned. But in the end, it is only the donkey that has come back. Since Yang Jinshan is nowhere to be seen, Tianqing hurriedly runs up the mountain to look for him. It turns out that Yang Jinshan has suffered a stroke on the road and collapsed on the grass. In fact, at this moment, Tianqing could have killed him without anyone ever knowing. But his kindness stops him. Tianqing carries Yang Jinshan back home. The doctor says that Yang Jinshan will be paralyzed for the rest of his life and can only lie in bed. After hearing this, Tianqing looks at Judo. This is good news for them. Now, the two no longer have to sneak around. Not only that, when they are together, they become very open about it, and the sounds are very loud. Although Yang Jinshan can no longer move his legs, his hearing is still very sharp. He crawls out of bed and waits for Judo to return to the room. Then he trips her and makes her fall, even reaching out to hit her afterward. But this time, Judo no longer submits. Instead, she chooses to fight back. She looks at him and says, "You still want to bully me? You useless old man." After that, Judo also tells Yang Jinshan that Yang Tianbai is the child of her and Tianqing. After hearing this, Yang Jinshan looks helpless. But in his mind, he seems to be secretly plotting something. During the day, while Judo is working, Tianqing holds the child and sings him a lullaby. The singing drifts upstairs. When Yang Jinshan hears it, his expression becomes extremely bitter and defeated. That night, while Judo and Tianqing are being intimate, Yang Jinshan throws the child onto the ground. Hearing the baby cry, Judo and Tianqing immediately rush upstairs. Tianqing grabs Yang Jinshan by the throat. Judo tells him to just kill the old man. But because of his weakness, Tianqing still cannot bring himself to do it. One night, Yang Jinshan crawls down from upstairs and uses all his strength to crawl to the door. Then he takes a lock, locks the gate, pulls down a wooden sign, and sets it on fire, wanting to burn the entire dye workshop to the ground. Luckily, Judo discovers it in time and wakes Tianqing up to put out the fire. After that, Judo angrily walks over to Yang Jinshan and says, "Keep breathing, you dying old devil. From now on, Tianqing and I will take good care of you, so you can stay awake and watch us live happily." Tianqing places Yang Jinshan inside a barrel. Whenever the two want to be intimate, Tianqing hangs the barrel in mid-air, then goes into the room with Judo to release their desire. As for Yang Jinshan, outside, all he can do is curse them. Time passes in the blink of an eye, and 3 years go by. Tianbai gradually grows up, but the boy still cannot speak. While the two are working in the field, Tianqing sees Tianbai walking over and wants the boy to call him father. But Tianbai still gives no response. However, just as the two are about to satisfy their desire in the field, Tianbai runs back to the dye workshop on his own. The boy plays beside the dye vat. When Yang Jinshan sees Tianbai, the thought of killing him arises in his mind. After Judo and Tianqing finish, they realize Tianbai has disappeared, so they begin searching everywhere. Inside the dye workshop, Yang Jinshan uses a stick to push the barrel, slowly moving closer to Tianbai, wanting to push him into the vat. But unexpectedly, Tianbai suddenly turns his head and calls out, "Father." Because of that one word, "father," Yang Jinshan is deeply moved. After that, Yang Jinshan takes Tianbai out into the street to show him off. Right at the crossroads, they run into Judo and Tianqing, who are worried sick. Yang Jinshan calls out, "Tianbai, Tianbai, come here, come here. This is your mother, and this is your brother. Ha ha ha, I am your father." At night, Judo tells Tianqing not to take it to heart. Once Tianbai grows up, they will tell him everything. Then Judo says that her period has been late recently, and they have to think of a way to deal with it. If the villagers find out that she is pregnant, it will become a huge problem. After that, Judo goes to see an old nun to ask for a remedy. That night, using the method taught by the old nun, Judo sterilizes herself in unbearable pain. In the blink of an eye, it is Tianbai's 3rd birthday. At the banquet, the villagers have already started gossiping about the relationship between Tianqing and Judo. After hearing it, Tianqing can only pretend to be drunk to cover up the rumors, while Judo chooses to return upstairs. After that, the two of them gradually become much more restrained. One day, Judo is in the room pouring out her pain to Tianqing when she hears a noise outside the door, so she goes out to check. She sees her son repeatedly throwing pebbles at the door. Furious, Judo slaps Tianbai across the face. Seeing this, Yang Jinshan smugly sings a children's rhyme from upstairs. From this action, we can see that Tianbai throwing pebbles at the door was instigated by Yang Jinshan. Under the effect of the old nun's remedy, Judo falls ill. So Tianqing takes Judo to see a doctor. On the way back, Tianqing is afraid of gossip from the villagers, so he tells Judo to go ahead first. Meanwhile, in the dye workshop, Yang Jinshan and Tianbai are playing beside the dye vat. As a result, when Tianbai stands up, he accidentally pulls a rope, causing Yang Jinshan to fall straight into the vat. Watching Yang Jinshan struggle in the water, Tianbai smiles for the first time. When Judo returns home, she sees that Yang Jinshan has already stopped breathing. And when Tianqing returns home, he assumes that Judo was the one who did it. The two keep arguing. For the first time, Tianqing raises his hand and hits Judo. Judo threatens him with death, while Tianbai, dressed in mourning clothes, stands beside them and watches. What is worth mentioning is that although Yang Jinshan is dead, feudal tradition still remains. The Yang family is still like a cage. According to the old rules of the clan, after Jinshan's death, Ju Do is not allowed to remarry. She must remain a loyal wife and preserve her chastity. After the funeral is over, Yang Tianqing has to move out of the dye workshop. Ju Do still cannot openly and legitimately be with Tianqing. This is exactly their fate under feudal doctrine. On the day of the funeral, in order to silence public gossip, Ju Do and Tianqing even kneel in front of the coffin for 49 days to prove their innocence. When everyone leaves, this absurd funeral finally comes to an end. In the blink of an eye, 7 or 8 years pass, and Tianbai has grown up. During the day, Tianqing goes to Ju Do's place to work, and at night, he returns home. One day, when Ju Do and Tianqing meet in secret, Ju Do says that she wants to leave this place. After hearing this, Tianqing only stays silent. At the same time, on the street, someone is talking to the villagers about Ju Do and Tianqing, using extremely ugly words. Right then, Tianbai stands not far away with a knife in his hand, looking at him with hatred in his eyes, then even chases him for a while. In fact, this is Zhang Yimu's way of telling us that after growing up, Yang Tianbai is not someone to be messed with. When they return home, Tianqing asks Tianbai how he got hurt. Unexpectedly, Tianbai kicks Tianqing to the ground, then goes upstairs and smashes everything in the house. Ju Do looks at Tianqing lying on the ground and, for the first time, screams out the truth. But this truth has come far too late. Tianbai has already changed. A few days later, Tianqing comes to the house to work. After learning that Tianbai has gone out, the two go down to the cellar to meet in secret. Unexpectedly, the air in the cellar is too thin, causing both of them to faint. When Tianbai returns and cannot find his mother, he becomes extremely worried. Thinking of the cellar, he runs down to check and discovers that both Ju Do and Tianqing are inside. Tianbai suppresses his anger and drags them both out. He takes Ju Do back to her room, then throws Tianqing into the dye vat. Tianqing struggles in the vat. Then Tianbai picks up a wooden stick and, ignoring Ju Do's screams from the staircase, kills Tianqing with just one blow. He has killed his own biological father. Witnessing this scene, Ju Do completely breaks down. After that, she sets fire to the dye workshop, burning down the place that had driven her to despair. Years of love, hatred, and resentment also turn to ashes in the flames. The film ends here. For Ju Do, burning down the dye workshop at the end is her way of breaking free from every restraint in her life.